So when you were looking for a club, were you aware of the struggles that this bullpen had in the regular season last year?
No, not really, and honestly, I didn't pay a lot of attention to it just because I was focused on my division and trying to do everything I could for the Mets at that point in the year. I've looked back and seen a few things that have happened here. I mean, I'm hoping that maybe I can shore up some of those holes that they had last year. I mean, obviously they weren't too big because they won the World Series. It's a good squad, great lineup, good group of guys. I'm excited to join in, and they can put me in wherever they need me to.
In the postseason, it came down to just a couple guys, Spores and Leclerc and Araldis a little bit. But in the regular season, 34 blown saves. They left a lot of wins on the table.
Yeah, I mean, that happens. Blown saves are a tough stat to look at. I mean, you can get a blown save for giving up a run in the sixth inning in a one-run ball game. I mean, that could be one hit and it's a blown save. So I wouldn't lean on that one too much. I'm sure there's not too many of them that were blown in the ninth. Exactly. Well, the way I look at it is if you're knocking down 85% of them as a bullpen, you're doing a good job. It's gonna happen.
They're below 50.
Well, that happens too. So we're gonna try to turn that around. I haven't delved into the numbers too much, but I don't know who's going to close and who's going to do what here. I'm just going to be expecting to take high leverage innings whenever they call on me. It is hard to finish games. Guys are really good in this day and age. I mean, hitters are really advanced. They have a lot of information on all of us pitchers, so we really have to make quality pitches, and the defense has to really pick us up a lot of times just because, like I said, guys are really good. It's not easy to finish those games off and to win, especially with the new pitch clock and the new rules and everything that's going on. It's going to be a tough run, but I'm hoping that we can repeat again because I would like to be here and be a part of that.
What they're trying to tell you is your services are needed.
I'm hoping that I can, like I said, I can fill some of the holes and help out here.
Along with Kirby.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, it's like we've added some arms, so we're going to be in good shape.
David, did you do your own contract?
I did. Yeah.
Is this the first time?
This is my fifth.
Fifth time? Mm-hmm. So what was this process like this time?
Very easy. Chris was very easy to deal with. We kind of, the difference between me and an agent is I'm going to have a more personal conversation with whoever I'm dealing with, whichever GM I'm talking to, so I can kind of have a candid conversation with them about what I'm looking for, where I'd like to land, and if it works out, great. If it doesn't, I just move on, and there's no hard feelings on it, and no one in the media ever finds out.
So, all right, the other part of that is like you're having direct conversations with him. Right. So what did you gather from him in terms of his perspective on this bullpen?
He thought I'd be a good fit here, and I thought the same thing. Obviously, I would like to win another World Series. I'm not getting any younger, and I still think I have what it takes to pitch in high leverage and be in the back end. So I'm looking for a spot to land where I've got a chance to get into the postseason and go deep. So this is a squad that can do it, and I'm hoping that I can help out.
But does he he's selling you on coming here and helping. Does the quiet part about the bullpen last year, does that not get spoken out loud? Did we just not mention that during the conversations?
I don't think he needs to. He's got a ring to prove that he did what he needed to do, and these guys in this clubhouse did it. It doesn't matter what happened or who blew games win or whatever. They still won the World Series. It's not an easy feat.
Why did you become your own agent?
I just found, first of all, I like the process of it. I enjoy being able to talk to teams and kind of see where they're going. And I wouldn't say that I'm ready to become an agent, but I do enjoy the process, and I find that it's easier to have those conversations up front and be very open about it, especially when it's just me. I'm not representing anyone else but myself, so if I screw it up, it just falls on my shoulders, which is not a big deal.
Do you have an attorney in the room with you, or
no?
Just you?
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. The union has attorneys. We pay them a lot of money too.
And you get more value out of your contract, right?
What's your rate?
I don't know. My wife takes 50% though, so it's pretty steep.
50?
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Locker mate here. What do you think?
Max, he's usually a mess, but I love him. He's great. I love Max. He's an intense player, and he's a good guy to be around.
Did you have any conversations?
Just a couple briefly. He's like, "Hey man, you should come join us." I was like, "That sounds great." I'll wait for Chris to reach out, and then thankfully he did, and I landed here.
So you're not selling yourself, Mr. Agent? You're not out there.
No, I don't think so. I think that a lot of teams know what I'm capable of doing. And just if there was a team that I was really looking for, I might do that. But I mean, at this point, I feel like if a team really wants me, they're going to reach out.
Yeah.
If if I remember right on the timeline, right, you got traded, and I mean that was about the time that Max said, "Hey, we've just traded our closer. Things have changed." Did you and he talk at all at that point in time before you left the team?
I had about an hour and a half to pack up all my stuff and then go to Miami, so not a lot of time. I did see Max when we came to play Texas with Miami, and just we had a night, hung out, and talked a little bit about it. But you know, he was still new here, and I was still new in Miami at that time.
I just didn't know if you guys had like conversed about what's going on here.
No. At that point, you're in survival mode. You're trying to do everything you can to help the club that you're on win ball games. I don't look into the next year. That's too far away. I can barely go 2 days ahead of where I'm at right now.